y'all? I am vlogging with you in the drive-thru for Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, I don't know who that is. Let me not put them in my camera and they sue me and shit. But I was just sitting here thinking, like, I was looking for my card and shit, waiting for them to pull the line up, and I was just thinking, like, how do you ask for help? Like, say I need help, right? Or I just need to talk about something that's bothering me. How do I ask for somebody to give me an ear? How do I ask for help? Like, I really don't know how to ask for help. The reason I started thinking about it is because I was looking for my card. I saw my card from my psychiatrist, and I giggled to myself, and I thought, he always tells me to call him if I need something, but what would I call him and say? Yeah. And we're back home. And I'm about to spark, as you know. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying earlier, he's always, I'm talking about appointment, every appointment, my psychiatrist will say, literally, at the end, every time, here's my card, my number's on my card, give me a call if you need anything. And I mean anything. He said it like that the last appointment, but usually it's just like, if you need anything, give me a call. And I just don't know, like, what I would call this man to say. Like, what would I say? I'm having a hard day. I don't feel like working. I'm yelling at my kids. Help. Like, what do I say? Because my therapist is supposed to deal with my emotional regulation, and the psychiatrist is supposed to deal with my emotional regulation on the medical side, like on with medication. But I feel like he been doing the therapist job and his job. Like, I go in there and tell him so much shit. Like, my therapist, I've never even got a chance to talk about, because she'll spend 20 minutes yapping her fucking gums about how much she hates men. So it's like, it's my therapy session, but I feel like I can never get a word in with her. Like, I don't know. But he said, I told him about my situation with my therapist, and he suggested that I find another one. And I'm 100% behind it, because therapy isn't going to be beneficial if I feel like shit every time I talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can keep your sessions, ma'am. If that's what you're going to be doing, is putting me down. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not going to keep giving this lady my energy, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, because she used to say the same thing too, though. Like, even though she get on my nerves, she used to say the same thing too. Our next appointment is XYZ. In the meantime, if you need anything, call me. But what am I supposed to say to these people? Because I internalize everything. Like, I turn everything on myself inside. You know what I'm saying? So, what do I say? I don't even know what to say. And that's another thing, like, with my femininity. I just learned, like, the past 2 years, year and a half, that I make it hard for men to be men around me, because I don't ask for help. Like, I don't make them feel useful. And I used to get upset when, like, I would date somebody and they'd be like, you make me feel useless. I would be so confused, like, how am I making you feel useless? Like, I adore you. I absolutely adorn the ground you walk on. So why do you feel like you're no use to me? But I had to sit back. I had to do some research. I had to learn some things. And now I understand what they meant by that. I don't ask for help for nothing. But you better believe I'm going to bitch if it's too hard for me to do by myself. I'm going to do it. But I'm going to complain the whole time. But it's like, why complain when all you got to do is ask for help, right? The concept makes sense, but the receiver is not receiving. You know what I'm saying? I still don't know how to ask for help. Even with people I trust, like, even people I feel I consider close to me, I can't. Yeah, so I don't know. That's what I was just thinking about. Like, how hard it is for me to ask for help, even when people offer the help. I still don't take it, or it takes me a long time to take it and accept it. So, yeah, I don't know where that stems from, and I don't know why that's like that, but it is. And another thing, like the black and white thinking, like if you ever hear anybody refer to one of our symptoms of black and white thinking, it's like we see something as all good or all bad. That's all that means. There's no gray area for us. There's no exceptions. So imagine like living like that. Like, it's difficult. So how am I supposed to ask for help when the things that I'm experiencing in itself are complex and unstudied? Like, do you know there's not a lot of studies about us with BPD? That's another reason I really, really, really want this vlog to go somewhere, and why I really want to make it a productive thing, because there's very limited research on us and like how we are day to day and what it's like to have BPD and live in our skin. Like, very minimal research. Like, when I was looking at BPD and menopause, I'm legit concerned about that shit, okay? Very minimal research. Don't know what it's like. And do you know why there's... Well, I don't know, but this is definitely a factor to why that there's minimal research. The average age expectancy for people with my condition is like 30. Like, we're committing suicide by 25, 27, or 30. With all the research I've done, those are the ages that keep coming up. Like, for mortality rates for people with BPD, it's not good. It's not good. I'm 27 now. This is usually the age where people with my condition tap out, and give up. That's like something to put in perspective. I was gonna say it's scary. It's not scary, but it kind of is. It kind of is. Like, we have a super high immortality rate from ages 25 to 30. Like, a lot of us don't make it past 30 because it's just so excruciating. And I'll put the information up when I find it or whatever, but that's scary, man. That's so scary. I don't have, like, now, me older, I don't have as many, or I don't have any at all, actually. I can't even think about the last time I thought about not existing. Like, I don't have those thoughts anymore. But when I was younger, like early adult, late teens, I was obsessed with the idea of not existing anymore. And I attempted a couple times, before the kids got here. But it's like after the kids got here, that side of me died. Like, I still have all of the other depressing symptoms of BPD, but the ideation of taking, about unaliving myself, I don't have those anymore. I might have thoughts here and there of like I wish I never was born, or I might have thoughts like, I wonder what it would be like if I didn't exist. But I never have thoughts of like trying to unalive myself. I don't think of ways to do it. I don't fantasize about doing it at all, which is a very, very big step for me, because that used to be a part of my daily life. You know, I'm at that age now. So it's just something to think about. I don't know. I couldn't imagine leaving the girls behind. Like, that's actually one of my worst fears, is leaving too early and they have to be raised by someone else, who doesn't know anything about them. So, I don't know. Man, it's scary, but I am definitely, I don't want to say well off. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not in a good position mentally, because there's still a lot of work I got to get done. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Like, I'm very, 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 very grateful that that part of my BPD has died down. Like, I'm so glad that I don't have those thoughts anymore with the kids, because that would be awful. That would be awful. I would probably lose them because of that. So I'm so glad that that part of me doesn't exist anymore, doesn't work anymore. I'm so relieved that they get at least 80% of me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't really focus and take care of kids when you're thinking about unliving yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that God blessed me, or the higher power, whoever is up there. I'm just glad they blessed me with the strength to want to stay alive for the kids. Like, I love that. I love that, for real. They saved my life. My kids saved my life. I really mean that shit, because, man, if YouTube wasn't like YouTube was, I would explain. Those who get it. Those who don't. Um, yeah, they saved my life. So I don't think about like not existing anymore. I daydream about what my life would be like if I didn't have these problems. Those what my daydreams are like now. Now I daydream about a life where I never got BPD and the girls are happy and I'm married and life is great. My biggest issue is trying to help my husband figure out how to pay the mortgage, stuff like that. It's about time for me to go to work, so I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye. So I was just thinking, like, I forgot that quick, but I guess it wasn't that important. Oh, yes, I remember now. So part of my like issues with myself is like getting ready for the day, right? So I don't like going anywhere. So I have more like pajamas and sweatpants than I have like social outfits. And so when I actually do like wake up, follow through with a routine, and actually put on an outfit that I like and actually go the extra mile to get like dressed up and like make myself look great, it feels like a waste. It feels like a waste of time, you know what I'm saying? Because in 24 hours, you're going to have to do it again. And I don't see anybody because I don't leave the house. So it's like, what's the point? I would rather just have 14 sweatpants that I wash and rotate every week. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's not healthy. I don't like looking bad, but I think it speaks volumes about my like self-esteem, about like how I don't think I'm worth putting in the effort to look good every day. Like, isn't that fucked up? Yeah, just a thought. Good morning. If you couldn't tell. So I'm just checking in so I don't forget my homework my therapist gave me. We had our appointment Tuesday, and she gave me some homework for my boundaries. She wants me to create at least 2 boundaries and then write how I would enforce them. She wants me to create a pie chart, with as many spaces as I can, and fill them with attributes about myself that I value. And I have to work on my book, a section in my book, and then tell her about it in therapy. I don't know. She said it's gonna help me realize my worth and it's supposed to boost my insecurity. And I don't know. I'm so tired right now. It's the medication. I'm still sedated. I went to bed at like 10:30. I got up at 8. So there's no reason I should still be tired. But yeah, I didn't want anything. I just wanted to check in and remind myself what I have to do. Hey guys, I just wanted to wrap up this episode. This is the week I should have did like the day-to-day updates, because it's been crazy, freaking nuts. All right, but yes, as you can see, I got my hair done, and I saw my therapist again. So we're back to seeing each other once a week. Last week we saw each other on Wednesday. This week we saw each other on Monday. So as I'm uploading this episode, it's actually Tuesday of the following week. So yeah. I feel like she has tamed herself some. Like, she seems calmer. Her energy isn't as like aggressive. It wasn't as like judgmental or like attacking as it was the last time. She said I looked great. She gave me a lot of compliments, and now every session ends with homework. I fucking love it. Okay, I haven't been doing it, but I love it. I haven't been doing it because I've just been like overwhelmed. February is a crazy month for me. My daughter had stuff going on at school I had to help her with. My other daughter has a birthday coming up. I'm stressed. Now she's sick. And I don't know, I've just been like overboard. I've been really, really tired. And I've been really, really pissy. I mean, like, majority of the time I'm cool, but I'm tired. So it's like I'm tired, or I'm like, so I don't know anymore. I've told my therapist about my I told my therapist about my anger outburst and how I've been impatient lately, and she gave me a couple tips to help with that. So I guess like with the yelling thing, she has me counting down before I yell, thinking about drawing boundaries with the kids, so I don't have to yell. So walking away, washing my hands, washing my face. I like the washing the face thing, but what if I'm out and I'm traveling? Because, for instance, I had to catch myself this morning. We had an issue with the wardrobe for school this morning, and it upset me because I didn't catch it right away. I didn't catch it until we were traveling, we were on our way to the school. And I went from like, okay, you need to understand that, what you did with your outfit was incorrect, and I would never send you to school dressed like this, so I don't know why you would put this on and think you can go to school dressed like this. Then it went from that to, I can't believe you would, and then it went from that to, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? So I can't do anything while I'm traveling, so I don't know. I need to find some tips for that. I tried to play some music that would take my mind off of it, that I could sing to and whatnot, and that didn't help. So I don't know. I'm just a mess this month. I don't know what it is. Or maybe it's a combination of things, but I just wanted to report that me and my therapist are on a better note, and I have a lot of work to do. So, but this week in particular has been bad for me. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I want to go ahead and upload this video, because I'm probably gonna take another hiatus. That way I can because I've been playing around with like the format and like what I want to do, what I want to change.
while informing you guys of things, like updates and stuff. So I want to take a break to recalibrate and put some stuff together for Manic Monday. Um, I want to start doing like scripts so I don't trail off, because I notice in a lot of my videos I trailed off and I began ranting about other stuff. Very distracted, very distracted. And I gotta, I want to refresh my memory with my siblings. I just want to make sure that what I remember is correct, because I've been in communication with people that I've made videos about so far, and a lot of what I say is accurate, but I forget like 10% like of information. So, there's like little things I forget to say or little things I forget to mention, and I'm gonna work on that, because I'm not trying to make anyone, like, I didn't create this so I could point fingers and make people the bad guy. I created this podcast vlog series, whatever you want to call it, to help myself, to help other people with BPD, and to help people that are around people with BPD understand what we feel and what we go through mentally on a daily basis. And I'm starting to believe I have quiet BPD. So, and then that's one of the hardest ones to catch, because we internalize everything instead of making a scene, making it dramatic. We make, we take everything in on ourselves. So, I don't know. Yeah, but before I sign off, because I want to make a couple more notes about motherhood and BPD. I asked her a couple questions about like parenting in our session or whatnot. Along with the yelling, I was concerned about my anger, and I was also concerned about um, like how they would grow up if I continue to parent them like this. So, my therapist said that as a mom, I overcompensate, like for things that I may or may not have experienced as a child. There's that. So that's why it's hard to keep like order and structure in the house, and that's why they're confused about what I expect from them and what they're like allowed to do, because the environment is constantly fluctuating. She said that I am selfish. So like the not going out because I don't want to be seen, not taking them to the park because I don't feel good. She said it's like selfish. It's not about how I feel. She didn't say that, but she said like it's not about how it makes me feel. It's about what they want to do, and it's about their future and what they want to about their growth. It's about them. It's not about how awkward or weird I feel. And it does sound selfish. It definitely is selfish. And I hate myself because it's not enough for me to be like, okay, from now on, I'm going to go to the park once a week. And it's just not enough. It's being in public is equivalent to physical pain for me. And that's the best way I can describe. For me anyway. And I'm working on that to change. I hope it changes, because it's getting in the way of so many things. So many things. I just quit. Like, I quit so easily when it comes to going outside and making myself go outside. Like, I'm so annoyed with myself. And what else did she say? When I punish, like not when I punish, but when I talk to her when she's in trouble, she said I make a lot of blame statements. Like, for instance, um, every time I tell you to do something and you don't listen, you make me mad. She said that's a blame statement. I had no idea. I had no idea. So even without the yelling, like stuff that I'm saying, it's little stuff that I say that still could fuck up their growth and could potentially make them feel like I felt towards my mom, which was annoyed and unheard and unseen, and I felt like I was in the way. And that was another thing. She said I yelled because as a kid I wasn't heard, and now I everything upsets me because when I repeat it, it's like that little girl that's unheard, and I have to work on that because apparently it's still fucking, not even apparently, it's still fucking with me. I did not feel heard as a kid, and now I don't say anything or I yell. Yeah, so, but I'll see y'all in the next episode. Thank y'all for staying tuned and staying loyal. Bye.